fire, 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 fire. Ramp, not this again. Oh man, Sweet Baby Inc. and Defenders attack KSON and other ugly Japanese mistakes. How dare you? KSON is a queen, man. You're actually such a putrid fucking subhuman insect for saying that. Alright, I'm already pissed off. This is good.
Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. So as the
Hey,
Gamergate situation
guys.
continues, there's been a lot of conversation about character designs in video games, and as you look around at recent releases and upcoming releases, there's some very obvious patterns to observe. You see games
I like this. I like this. I don't know about you, Chad. I personally really like this for some reason.
like Vindictus, Defying Fate, and Stellar Blade embracing more attractive and cleaner looking video game character designs, while other games like Spider.
This, I don't like this. I'm sure she's a nice person, but I don't like this. This is not... Why are the eyes so dystopian too? Why do the eyes look like that? This is just bad graphics. What is wrong with these people?
Spider-Man 2 are making, well,
yeah, they look
a
like
mess
that
of
Pepe.
characters like MJ. Now, this discovery seems a lot less surprising when you realize that Spider-Man 2 is officially listed as a project on the page of Sweet Baby Inc. Now, despite that, many people are defending these character designs.
Gamers are really fucking goofy because, like, she's pretty in all these pictures. My guy, just because she's a redhead doesn't automatically make her beautiful. I'm just gonna say it right here. People who fetishize redheads, even if they are not that pretty, just because they have red hair, I don't know. That looks nothing like MJ? Yeah, I don't know. Minus the top left one. I just don't think these are very flattering. I don't think they could have done a better job.
Users like this
in my
thousands
opinion
of likes saying gamers are really effing goofy because, like, she's pretty in all these pictures. Now, of course, everyone has their own personal preferences, but when it comes to this particular design, I mean, seriously, come on. This is a
what the hell is this? The graphics look like ass too.
AAA release, a game that costs $70 on release, and one that has a character iconic as MJ, and this is what they produce. At this point, it doesn't even feel like incompetence. It feels like this is an intentional decision to make these characters designed this way. Like it's some kind of an agenda. I mean, it seems obvious with the sort of capability.
It's not kind of an agenda. It is very obviously an agenda.
Studios should have. They shouldn't be making something like this. But then we had this reply to the previous tweet stating, if you think this is pretty, you've either 1, never actually seen a pretty human before, or 2, you're this girl's mother. And just for the record, MJ is not supposed to be pretty. She's supposed to be a drop-dead gorgeous supermodel. This thing ain't it. Where this user would quote retweet them and then have a series of completely unhinged replies stating, Toots, welcome to AAA.
Toots. Huh, Toots. They started with Toots. I wonder why. What a boomer.
Gaming.
What a
I don't know if you're off to a very good
thing
start
to say.
when you refer to the previous woman as Toots. Like, what is this, the 1950s? Like, listen here, Toots. But anyways, they say developers have stated ever since 2014 that a human face is the hardest thing to create for a game today. It's not just scanning a face and tacking it onto a body. Muscles, lips, tongue, wrinkles, etc. are various things that need to work well. Where the previous user would quote them saying, hey ya toots, I have a degree in concept art.
Hey, I have a degree in concept art for AAA gaming. Wow, you just got fucking clowned on.
For AAA gaming / animation and have done professional work in the field since 2016. Creators have always known faces are the most difficult to perfect, but funny how they didn't start uglifying characters until certain...
Listen here, Toots. I'm not making MJ pretty until I get more pictures of Spider-Man.
That's right. Get those pictures of Spider-Man right now!
Movements started up. which is a very
Hey,
fair point, okay?
toots.
Not only pointing out that they're qualified to have this opinion, but also if this is something that is known to be difficult in the industry in terms of making these faces, well, that's their job to figure it out, right? They've had plenty of time to figure out how to make this presentable. And
Yeah, they've been making like faces in video games for like what 20 plus years now. Come on,
other
man.
games, like Stellar Blade, for example, have figured that out just fine. But they refer to this movement here where the
Or Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate has beautiful customization of any face. You can make your character ugly and pretty.
previous user would have a response to that, making one of the worst tweets I think I've ever seen. They say, "Your movement, because Japan makes mistakes as well.
What? Jun Kazama is beautiful. What the fuck are you on about? What are these strawmans? What?
Conveniently, you don't want to talk about any of these faces.
Wait, June is beautiful. And this is a fucking cartoon character. What is this? Why are you pulling shit out of your ass? This is a fucking caricature. This is Jun Kazama. She's a beautiful Japanese woman in Tekken. And this is this is a horror character, if I remember correctly. What the hell?
And this group of characters and people
And KSON in
used
here
as
too.
references for their tweet.
An unflattering picture of KSON from a bad angle at a fucking venue. Wow, she's so ugly. I bet I could find a horrible picture of myself that someone took of me without me knowing. Like, it's so disingenuous.
Is absolutely insane. Starting with this one
Yeah,
right
live
here.
screenshot.
This is the image that they are using to display what they call ugly character designs.
I just think the shot is unflattering and the lighting is unflattering because it was probably not done in a studio or something like that.
This is KSON, by the
She's
way.
also got a nice particular set of personalities.
If you have functioning eyeballs, I'm pretty sure you can agree that KSON is an attractive woman. And this user
Yeah.
is claiming it is some sort of a disgusting abomination. In fact, other users pointed out they called KSON, a Japanese woman, a real Japanese woman, a mistake. That is pretty insulting,
Yeah, dehumanizing a person too. That's kind of weird, no?
ladies and gentlemen. But moving forward, here's some of the replies that were absolutely brutalized.
Yeah, KSON based. Wait, based. Seth Enjoyer. Look, KSON June, my brother, your eyes need to be checked. Dude, I'm serious. I immediately was like, dude, why did you put Jun Kazama into that field? Everyone else, I don't know them too well, and I feel like they're mostly caricatures
This
or
user.
characters.
This one says, KSON June, my brother, your eyes need to be checked. Fastest I've seen someone shoot their own argument. That's impressive. Says,
Nice.
Japanese game devs make ugly women too. Includes 2 real-life women who are actually very pretty as well as effing Elephant Peach, which Bowser was canonically more into than regular Peach. You deserve this ratio, Buck. And this...
The Elephant Peach. Browser liked Elephant Peach more than regular Peach. Maybe Chibi should become an elephant VTuber. Yeah, maybe Chibi needs to take notes.
This one says,
Turn
most
himself
of them
into
are
an
good.
elephant
Here's some more
VTuber.
saying, tries to prove Japanese media uglifies women in their media too. Proceeds to include 2 real women, actual beauty. Rest of the characters are still better than Western media. LOL.
I'm pretty sure if I took the time to dissect each and every character, I could point out what is like the reasoning behind them looking like they do in video games made by Japanese companies. I don't know. The fact that they pulled out an elephant for some reason was just insane.
LMAO even. Did you actually look at Jun Kazuma and said she was ugly? From someone who needs glasses for narrow sight. You need glasses, my dude. Your eyes are broken. Here's another one saying this is some massive cherry picking and extremely dishonest considering a lot of these characters aren't even ugly. For example, Chun-Li is beautiful in every mainline Street Fighter game and Jun Kazuma isn't even ugly at all, let alone in that pic.
Yeah.
And then we get someone correcting a lot of these images that were...
Yeah, exactly. I just thought that the photo was unflattering. She was like crookedly smiling because it was probably mid-frame. You know when you like kind of close your eyes in the middle of a photo? Sometimes that
Wowie
happens.
zowie.
Well. Costume from Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's actually the main character from Monster Hunter wearing a costume. I literally want fixed, cool. Forspoken has notoriously bad faces. Yes, absolutely agree. Fixed, nice. This is a cartoon character. This is a fucking. This is an elephant! What the hell? This looks like it belongs in a horror movie, but like, okay, I guess that makes
by
it
the original user,
oh,
where they point out
very
that
weird.
either A, these are just ridiculous examples of characters that are supposed to be ugly Japanese characters, and they also fix some of the deep fried versions of like KSON's example that they provided.
Yeah.
And also point out that some of these examples, like this one right here, is a costume from Monster Hunter. Absolutely crazy. But they would reply to some of the outrage, in particular the outrage about their comments about KSON, where they would say this. She said, "End yourself now" in American Sign Language. Now I am biting my tongue to the point of almost breaking it off, trying not to get myself in trouble with my desired response to this tweet, but we're just going to move on for my own well-being at this point.
What? Huh?
This was their next
Since
effort here,
when?
a mega thread where they said, "Welcome to my Japan is uglifying women mega thread."
This person is looking at thick girls. KSON and Chun-Li are hot.
Yeah, they are.
With screenshots of various characters, and you can see by the 3 likes and 40 quote retweets, I don't think it went very well, and I think we're pretty much done with this user. They have humiliated themselves enough. But now we move on to another tweet that I think you guys will find interesting. More Sweet Baby Inc. defending this user, saying, "Dear desperate, in quotes, gamers, harassing Sweet Baby, Weird Ghost, Gamma Space, etc. The degree to which y'all overestimate the amount of power and resources we have, government backing we have, is..."
What the hell is Gamma Space? Weird Ghosts, Gamma Space? Government backing we have? It's literally shown on the internet that you are government backed, even if it's only a couple of $1,000s. But okay. Guys, I gotta move chat. Guys, peep the profile picture. Peep the profile picture, please. I'm gonna put it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's covered up. I don't want to see it anymore. Yeah, and he's like, "No, we're government backing. The reason your life sucks is capitalism. Yeah. It's our fault that we have Sweet Baby Inc. That's why we have it. Yeah."
Laughably weird. The reason your lives suck is capitalism, not community organizations. Well, for the record, I feel like this is a little bit of projection talking about people's lives sucking. Like, my life's going great.
He looks
and,
like a soy
I am
jack,
thriving
yeah.
under capitalism like many of you. It's a great thing. But since you have locked the replies on this brave statement, I will give you some information about this government backing that people are...
He criticized me. I gotta lock the comments.
Claiming, because this claim of government backing is very real. You look at organizations like Take This, who is outright defending Sweet Baby Inc. and other studios.
I think it's the Canadian government that funds this, but also some of the feds too, FBI specifically.
I mean, anyone can quote tweet.
Yeah, but he doesn't like, he can ignore the quote tweets. Replies are harder to ignore.
Injecting woke agenda into games. They are quite literally funded by the Department of Homeland Security. This is listed right on their own website. In fact, they are a part of other initiatives like this, where they are listed down here.
Oh, what a surprise.
Again, that initiative is funded by the Department of Homeland Security.
They don't like the truth, man. They just hide $699,000, almost $700,000.
Defended by organizations using American taxpayer dollars in the name of Homeland Security. Yes, they are backed by the government. But as this user points out, we're not woke. You're just the victim of capitalism.
Oh my gosh, is that a furry profile picture? They have a unicorn. You're getting destroyed by a unicorn, my guy. Even the furries want good video games.
Yeah, that is the most woke thing I think I've ever heard. It's actually, these people are like parodies at this point. But moving forward, we have another related subject to talk about
You
involving
got
Sweet Baby
destroyed
Inc.,
by
and
a
that is
unicorn.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now, this released just over a month ago, and a lot of people are already aware that this game greatly underperformed, and that is putting
Sucks
it
ass.
lightly. Now, of course, a couple of weeks ago, if you
In fairness, one character I saw up there was Scarlet/Violet Pokemon Champion. I think most players agree her design was probably the worst ever.
Yeah, but you're cherry picking is what I'm trying to say. These people were cherry picking, but there's a consistent trend of people uglifying characters in Western video games. Like, this is actually true. I'm pretty sure we saw it this morning. We saw it this morning with the Overwatch character. We saw it firsthand.
looked at the Sweet Baby Inc. official website, you would see under announced projects, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Well, a few days ago, they wiped it. They got rid of it. I don't know why exactly. It's probably because it flopped so hard. But for many weeks, upon release of that game, we had Sweet Baby Inc. employees, including the CEO, coming out and taking credit for their part in the development of that game. And now it's wiped off the shelf of their official projects.
Wow.
But anyways, we now have some numbers to play with involving Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We have a report like this saying that the sales of that game are...
RIP GTA 4 type not giving an F.
Yeah, but GTA 6 is gonna give an F. They already started it. There's a 33% worse than Gotham's Knights and Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
33% worse than Gotham Knights and 61% lower than Guardians of the Galaxy. And if you know the context behind those games and how it compares to Suicide Squad,
it's because Batman's game actually looks better in 2014 or whatever it was released than this game that came out 10 years later. That's crazy!
you understand how brutal this report is. But moving forward, there is another game with Sweet Baby Inc. involvement. Now, in the past, at least traditionally, a lot of people have been going to the Sweet Baby Inc. site to get games that they're listing. And as I pointed out, they are starting to remove some of the games from their list, and it seems like they are avoiding talking about and sharing projects that they're working on publicly, probably for their own well-being at this point, but also out of probably the demands of people they're working with, because the people they're working with probably know that announcing that they're working with Sweet Baby Inc. might hurt their sales.
It's gonna bomb their sales because people will realize that it's a garbage piece of shit before they even play it. I'm not saying all of them are bad. Like, by the way, Alan Wake is not that bad of a game. It actually was rather positively received. I just don't think it had the marketing. Yeah. I genuinely don't think so. Not everything they touch turns into complete garbage. I'm just saying a lot of it does. There is a trend.
And we see Kabrutus here, the leader of the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Steam group, saying, Unknown 9 Awakening has been confirmed as a game involved with Sweet Baby Inc. And here is an archived link to their official page, where you can see down here, under the storytelling credits, entry credits are given to David Bedard and Kim Belair.
Oh, not the Bedard guy. God, I'm bedarded. Oh.
The two Sweet Baby Inc. co-founders. Yes, this is definitely going to be the route I think a lot of these games are going to do. They're going to list Sweet Baby Inc.'s involvement in places that are a little bit harder to see but are still publicly available. So this is definitely a good strategy if you want to check out if a game is using Sweet Baby Inc. employees. Look for some of the relevant names we've talked about in terms of their employees and check.
I'm pretty sure he's the guy that also wrote the story for Suicide Squad. Yeah, he wrote that script.
This just in, Rockstar is working with Sweet Baby. That's worrying.
Do you actually have proof of that? Did you just, like, TTS that? Because I didn't read that anywhere.
Check the credits, because that's likely where you're going to find them nowadays. But moving forward with that same game, we have Grums here saying, this is the main protagonist for Sweet Baby Inc. linked Reflector Entertainment for game Unknown 9. At this point, all you need to do is look at the female protagonist of a game to know if it's linked to SBI or DEI initiatives. And of course, they are nuking the forums, which is very true. They are going around nuking the forums. Anyone criticizing this game or pointing out
It's literally 1984, man. They're nuking the forums because they're criticizing the game.
that they are involved with Sweet Baby Inc. And as people have pointed out, here is the design, okay? The main character, okay? Look at this and compare it to who it's based on. And as this user points out,
Oh wait, isn't she the one that played Yennefer in what is it called? Yeah, in the show, in the Witcher show. Yeah, she's really pretty. Yeah.
how do you fumble this hard? This is an attractive woman, and yet that design looks really, really bad. And it's a bad reflection of her, and it's like weird. Again, this is a game coming out in 2024. How are you not providing a better structure for the faces of these characters? I don't get it. Like I said, it seems like it has to be intentional at this point for whatever agenda they're trying to achieve. Speaking of the forums, this one makes me laugh. So people who are defending Sweet Baby Inc. and
I love giving people awards in their profiles when they're being stupid. I love doing that stuff on Steam.
9 are lashing
17
out
clowns,
on different
yeah.
areas of Steam. We have this infamous comment. A lot of people are
Steaming
commenting on
pile of
this. It says,
shit.
Sweet Baby Inc. haters are obsessed. Stay mad. Imagine letting a consulting firm live rent-free in your head. You can.
If you're the one making posts about people being obsessed, you're the one who's lost. Unironically. If you're winning, you don't post about it.
Stay mad and complain and keep complaining about an imaginary enemy. I am 100% buying this game. Edit. I made a lot of the chuds mad. Pro tip.
Chuds.
Get a
Chuds. Maybe this is a troll bait. Nah. Maybe this is troll. Dude, maybe this is a troll. Nobody says the word chuds.
girlfriend.
Unironically.
Do something useful
Yeah, it
with
has
your
to be
life.
fake,
also,
man.
TERFs and transphobes deserve death. On top of that, you have a complete loser to spend your time looking at. You have to be a complete loser to spend your time looking at my profile, looking for some ammo to attack me. Yes. You're calling people losers for trying to criticize you, but you're calling anyone who is arguing with you a chud, and basically they have no girlfriends, and also throwing in this
verbal diarrhea. Anyway,
death threat. And based on people like this, these terms can pretty much apply to anyone they disagree with online, so that's a pretty wide-ranging statement. But moving on, there's another game that is having some struggles, and it probably doesn't surprise you when you recognize the title here. So, as reported, Horizon Forbidden West failed to crack the top 40 on Steam sales chart last week.
Yikes.
If you go ahead and look at their position, they've actually fallen much, much lower than that. They're all—
Wait, they're less— what? They're below Final Fantasy, and it's been out for like 10 years, bro.
all the way down to,
Holy
let's see here,
moly.
58. And that's after going up 36 slots. Okay, and they're still barely in the top 60 at this point.
That is
Absolute
embarrassing,
disaster,
bro.
but it's not surprising if you're familiar with that franchise. But moving forward, like I said, a lot of very observable patterns going on with the designs of these characters from recent and upcoming releases of video games. And really, it always comes back to the same thing. It's groups like Sweet Baby Inc. and their involvement, and it's not just something you can discover by finding out who they're directly connected to in terms of announced projects. You can see it right on the face of the characters most of the time. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yay! What a great video, chat. What a great time we had, chat, right? There we go. Alright, here's the video. We love Rev! Clamgers! Clamgers! Chat, very nice.